All right. Hey everyone, I'm Seth Pearson. I'm a motivator, a coach, lead of a harm reduction organization, a psychedelic facilitator, psychedelic peer support person, a performer, a dancer, a hell of a best friend to have in your life, and a great lover as well. Let's see, how do we do all these things? How do we do all these things? Well, it's because I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, I think about all of the things that I used to think that I couldn't do. And I was wondering, like, why was I stuck in that? I was stuck in fear. And that's what led my life. I thought I used to have just a career and that you just have to find happiness through a career. And so I went to school to create video games. That was something that was always super important to me growing up. And I just figured, well, let's keep it going from there. And so I went to school to create video games and found that is not what gave me happiness. It's actually being alive that gave me happiness and continues to give me happiness every single fucking day of my life. And so I kept searching. I had a job in the game industry. I fucking hated it, and so I quit. I just quit. I didn't have a job lined up at all. I thought, and my parents, they kept telling me, they're like, Seth, you always have to have something lined up. Always have something lined up. And it didn't feel right to me, so I just left. And guess what? A month later, I helped co-found a company, just like that. Someone picked up the phone, called me, an acquaintance. Here's where the friend aspect comes into play. An acquaintance just thought I would be a great fit to help start something new. And here we are, 4 years later, we're making $750,000 a year, and we're continuing to grow. And that's just a small portion of my life. That is just the way that I'm a technical designer. I help make sure that all of our shit works, and we do iOS development, we do virtual reality stuff. But, it's like how I said psychedelic harm reduction, psychedelic peer support, psychedelic facilitator, motivator, podcaster. How do I do all the other things? It's you gotta create the time. You gotta live your life efficiently. You have to fuck up your fear response. A lot of people that I saw just now were talking about oh my God, this speech. What am I gonna do? Oh no, it's that, and I get it. I get it. I used to feel that way. I used to get stage fright. What do I say? What am I gonna say? I have no idea. It's just oh, I don't know. What am I gonna say next? And I just, through improv, was a big step in life. It's going on 1,000 first dates. You're I don't know what I'm gonna say. Am I gonna say the wrong thing? Are people gonna like me? Are people gonna think I'm funny? It turns out, this is the biggest lesson I learned in improv, is that you get on stage, you give it a second, and then you just say something that's completely honest, and people are gonna connect with you. And so I've lived my life since then walking onto different stages, different platforms, be it, let's give an example of the harm reduction organization. I now lead what they call the chill zone. There you where people come when they're freaking out on psychedelics or overwhelmed. And they come up to me, and I'm not, by definition, a psychologist, but they're coming to me and they're just bringing the craziest shit just to me. Of just they're talking about trauma, they're talking about when they're abused, that they just got out of a relationship and they're just bawling in front of me. And you think someone would be oh my God, I don't know what to do. What am I gonna possibly say to comfort this person? And so now I just come there and I sit and I just look at them, and I'm just honest. I just say whatever comes to mind, and there's no fear. And it's just like right now, obviously there's adrenaline pumping through my system, but I know that this is connected with people in some way. Is that fear response? Fuck up that fear response. Rewrite it. Notice that fear is your friend, and that do whatever you want to do. Because for me, it's being alive that's important in this life. And so yeah, find the ways to do that. Thanks.